Watch where you're going. Here we go. You feel me?
Yes, sir, but you gotta look at the cameras.
Huh?
You gotta look at the camera some too.
2 or 3 years ago was the first time I ever saw him, and I started feeding him. And the reason why I tried out to stomp the ground and feed him is my grandfather on the creek in front of the house years ago. He'd go down there in the evening and throw out bread, stomp the bank, and leave. After about 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, days in a week or two or whatever, he could go down there with his fishing pole, stomp the bank, and just pull the fish out. I mean, they was ready to be fed. So I figured, well, they work on fish, let me try the turtle. So I started feeding the turtle. And over a period of time, the neighborhood kids saw me doing it, and they'd come down and do it. But that's the first time I've seen him out of that ditch this year. I've only seen him out of the ditch total in the last 3 years, maybe 3 or 4 times. And usually he walks across the yard. I don't have no idea what he's doing. He or she, I don't even know. And he'll go get back in the ditch. But he'll stay there as long as I feed him.
So tell us how you trained him, what you were telling me earlier about you would stomp the ground.
Yeah, I just go out there, and I knew he was in the ditch. So I would stomp the ground. 1 or 2, or 2 times, 10 times, whatever you do. Just make sure it's repetitious. Same thing every time. When you stomp, when you first do it, he's going to stay hidden. He won't come out. You just throw the food and leave. And keep that up every day, a little bit every day. Hot dogs or whatever you feed him, bread, it don't matter. And over a period of time, he'll hear that stomp and his head will come up. And then when you move, he'll duck his head back down, but he's there. And you feed him. Then it gets to a point where you go out there and stomp the ground, he'll come right up out of the water, wherever he's at, and you feed him and he'll sit there and eat while you're looking at him. He gets used to you. You're not bothering him. That's why I don't mess with him. And 2 or 3 times I had to ask the kids to please quit throwing rocks at him.
Oh.
Them little fellas. And it's best that they don't get in that ditch. Because that little fella right there can bite your finger off. And no questions asked.
And what is he?
He's a common snapper. He's not an alligator snapper. He's a common snapping turtle.
How could you tell?
His shell. Look at his shell. The alligator turtle has got high ridges on his back, and if they're full grown, they tremendous size difference. They both get big, really big. But I don't know. I think the alligator snapper, I think the record's like 150, 200 pounds, maybe more. I don't know. I hadn't kept up with it lately. Their common snapper, 20, 25, 30 pounds is a big snapper. And they are getting kind of rare in spots. That's what they make turtle soup out of. That and soft shell turtle.